welcome back to the vlog. It is Monday morning and I am on my morning walk. The sun is shining. It's supposed to be really hot this week in New York. I saw on Thursday it's supposed to be 110. That's not good. I don't like that at all. But today it's probably maybe like 83 right now. It's hot, but not that hot. And when you're in the shade, it's actually quite nice. But you can tell today it's going to get a little spicy. And then as the week goes on, it's going to get more and more spicy. And then 4th of July is supposed to be a hot one. Anyway, I'm just getting the week started right now. I had some work that I had to do this morning before 8 a.m. I woke up, got it done, and now I'm just having my little walk. I have to go to the grocery store and get creamer because I tried to make my coffee this morning. And then when I poured the creamer in, the creamer was chunky. Ew, gross. So I have to go to the grocery store and then I want to get flowers and then I'm going to go back home and then I'm going to do my other work, my non-urgent work for the week. And yeah, right now I'm just trying to get my outdoor time, my vitamin D, my goal for every single day. And then I'm going to Pilates tonight with a friend. Good day. It's a good day so far. So let's get the vlog started. I've really been trying to grocery shop and prepare my meals at home and eat at home more often, like whole meals and whole foods, not as many frozen foods or like grab and go stuff. When I was in my 20s, everything that I ate, I prepared for myself. I meal prepped literally everything. I was in the peak of my weightlifting. Everything was macro, calculated, weighed, portioned out to a point where it was actually really unhealthy mentally and physically. I mean, for a while it was great for performance because I was competing in weightlifting. So I really needed to make sure that I had all the nutrients and the energy necessary to lift the way that I was lifting. Then it just got to a point where I felt like I couldn't go out to eat. I couldn't enjoy food. I couldn't enjoy time with my friends. And it just wasn't the way that I wanted to live my life. And it took a long time for me to get out of that cycle and to be able to eat normal foods again. But then in the last couple of years, I totally went in the opposite direction. Pretty much everything that I've been eating is frozen food or something that's pre-made, something that I bought while I was out and about in the city. But I've really just been craving homemade meals and fruits and vegetables and something very simple. So I've really been trying to cook more at home. I haven't really been sharing it just because I really want to focus on actually doing it and not doing it in a performative way and feeling like I have to film it and get the right angles and all that stuff. I've kind of just been doing it for me. But yeah, in the morning, I've just been really loving yogurt bowls and granola, some fruit, peanut butter, oatmeal sometimes. On the weekends, sometimes I cook eggs. But I've really just been liking simple recipes, something that's really tasty and not that difficult to make. And especially with summertime, all the produce is just so good this time of year. You kind of want to cook more, like you're incentivized to cook more. Also, honestly, I really like cooking, but I hate cleaning up. I hate dirty dishes. I hate touching dirty dishes. Maybe it's a me thing, but I really just don't enjoy the process of cleaning up. And that's something I just need to get over, I think. So this morning I'm just having some Greek yogurt, strawberries, blueberries, granola, and peanut butter in my cute little bowl that I just got when I was in Amsterdam. Also, this cutlery, I was thinking about it. I bought this set of cutlery off of Amazon when I first moved into this apartment 2.5 years ago. And I was so worried that it wouldn't hold up because it was actually like really affordable. It has held up so well. I put it in the dishwasher. I wash it all the time. Dozens and dozens of times I've washed these forks and knives and spoons. Still in perfect condition. Look at this. It's so cute. I went to go buy another color actually just because I wanted to mix and match different colors, just kind of like switch it up a little bit. So I got a red one coming now. I really want to open my cutlery silverware drawer and just see lots of color. So we are back to the green stools. In my last vlog, I painted these. They were originally pink and then they had red stripes around the rungs down here. Alas, I've decided that they were too boring. In my last video I said that I kind of just wanted them to be green, but it wasn't giving anything to me, so I'm gonna paint a design on it. I was getting inspiration from my poster back there, and I think I'm gonna paint stars all over it, and I think I'm gonna paint red stars. Does this really go with anything in my apartment? No. Does anything in my apartment go with anything in my apartment? No. But I think if I did like a few big stars up on here and then some smaller ones randomly down on the legs, I don't know, it just came to me and that's what I'm gonna do. I was also thinking maybe blue, but I think the red would really just be very punchy. So I'm just gonna start doing it, and if I don't like it, I will just paint it back to green and do something else. But for some reason, I think this could be really cool. Again, it doesn't really match anything, and I was kind of veering away from bright reds in my apartment, but it calls to me, so that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, here's what the top looks like after one coat. I think it looks so cool. I actually think it looks insane. I need to do, obviously, another coat because it's still a little sheer here, but I decided to do some stars that are kind of like hanging off the side, and I think this adds a nice detail to it, because originally I was just going to do 1, 2, 3, but maybe I'll make this one a little bigger too, so it's peeking out a little bit more. I think it looks more organic and cool and natural like this. But now I'm gonna do the legs. I love it. I love green and red together. And I think this is not so Christmassy, but then at Christmas time it will be Christmassy. Very cool. I have a few things that I need to do in the city today, and while I'm there, I'm going to do some fun stuff. Also, a little bit of shopping and just checking into some stores that I like. I need to get a new book, and I really want a very cute, summery beach read. I'm going to ask my friend Lauren if she has any suggestions, because she's a big book girl, and I feel like she'll have some good recommendations for me. And then maybe if I have some time, I'll head down to the West Village and go to Greenwich Letterpress and maybe some other stores down there. But yeah, we'll kind of just see where the day takes us. I did just see that it's 68 degrees outside, which it was 110 2 days ago. So I did change my shirt because I see some people have their jackets on outside. It's a little weird, but yeah, I was worried that with my short sleeve I was going to be cold. So hopefully this works. I don't know. It looks like it's fall outside. It's very cold outside. I could probably have a jacket on right now and be totally comfortable. I'm glad that I didn't wear my short sleeve because I would have been freezing. So, yeah, crazy weather changes in New York City. So I'm at ABC Carpet and Home, and they have these fab linen Euroshams with the ruffle on the edge. I love this lilac color. It's so beautiful. I think I might end up getting them. These are like a fun mix and match for
Even my yellow bedding that I have on right now, or like green, it would look really good with. I feel like I always have a really hard time finding Euro shams that are cute. But I really like these. I love the ruffle. This is the sale section, by the way. They're on sale. So that's obviously influencing my decision too. So I just walked down Fifth Avenue, went to Aritzia and some other stores there. I didn't find anything that I loved, so now I'm down in the West Village. I'm gonna go to Greenwich Letterpress, see if they have any new goodies. I always buy the most random things there. And then I kind of want like a coffee or a sweet treat, but I don't know from where. I just need like a little pick-me-up. So we'll see if there's anything along the way afterwards that catches my eye. Okay, I'm finally back home from what ended up being a much longer day than I anticipated it being, or I don't know, it just felt like a really, really long day. I walked from Union Square to Flatiron and then Flatiron to the West Village, which really isn't that far, but I did 10,000 steps. So I would say that's a pretty normal day for me. And I went into a couple random stores along the way. Honestly, I don't even remember what I got. I just know that my bag is really heavy. When I was walking home, I did stop at the butcher though, so I picked up some steak, Sierra steak, and a baguette and a chocolate chip cookie to have for dinner tonight. And I figured I would just marinate the steak and then cook it up with some rice tonight for dinner. Super easy. I also stopped at the bookstore and I got 2 books. First, I got Convenience Store Woman by Sayaka Murata. And it's only about 150 pages, and I already read 40 of them while sitting in the park in the West Village. It's a pretty quick read. Honestly, I think I could read the whole thing tonight if I sat down and maybe brought this into the bathtub with me. So I read 40 pages in less than an hour. Super quick. It's about a woman in her 30s who works at a convenience store in Japan, and she's been working at the same store for, I think it's like 20 years now or something. And all of her friends are getting married and having kids and moving on with their life, and she's kind of still in the same spot. So just kind of shows how she navigates that and how she navigates being different than everyone else. So it's really interesting so far. I really like it. Then because I knew that this was gonna be a quick read, I also got Dolly All the Time by Annabelle Monaghan. And I don't really remember what this is about. Dolly Brick has never met a problem she couldn't solve. Not when her mom left when she was 12 and not at 39 when she moves with her son back to Whitfield, Rhode Island for the summer to keep her dad and brother from losing the family home. Yada, yada, yada. So I thought this would be like a good summer read. I'll let you guys know what I think about it. But so far I'm really happy with this one. And then at Greenwich Letterpress, I got a new journal. Because I don't know about anyone else, but sometimes I feel like all it takes for me to get my life completely on track is the right journal. And I'm constantly on the hunt for the one. And maybe this is the one. It's so cute. It's like pink and orange, and then the pages are also pink. And I got some stickers as well, because they have so many great stickers in the store. I got this one. It's like an apple with cinnamon stick legs. And this one, it says, "A trinket a day keeps the boring away." Duh. So that was my Greenwich Letterpress haul. What else? Oh, and then I got my shams, my Euro shams, which I'm going to throw into the washing machine. And I think I'm going to put on my bed now. Aren't these so beautiful? It's like this gorgeous lilac color. I love the ruffle. So cute. So cute. And that's it. So now I'm going to unwind for a little bit and do some work, and then I'm gonna go to the gym, and then I'm gonna cook dinner. Stools are done. I finished both of them. I think they look so cool. Do they match absolutely anything in my home? No, they don't. And in my last vlog, I was talking about how I really want everything in my kitchen to start matching. I mean, this matches the floor, but that's kind of it. I do still need to do a clear coat of polyurethane on top, but I just don't have any right now. So the next time I go to the hardware store, I will pick up a little pot, and then that will help just seal in the paint and keep it from getting scuffed up. Even though this is cabinet and trim paint on here, so this is usually pretty durable. The stars though are just acrylic. So I usually just put these here, and then sometimes they float around my apartment and I use them to like put plants or flowers on and stuff. So they won't always be here. So really it doesn't need to match. Also while I'm here, I did want to work on my cabinet too, because in my last vlog I talked about how I was ordering another skirt like the one I have on my main kitchen island right here. And I want to wrap this around the base of the island so I can hide the shelves and just kind of be able to store things in there. As you can see right now, I just have a bunch of ceramics and my projector and stuff in there. and I just don't like looking at the mess. So I ordered the skirt. I think this is the same length as the one on the island, and I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to put it right against the wood right here, or if I want to put it underneath the shelves so I can still utilize the shelves. I mean, it's not the end of the world if the shelves become not useful anymore, because I'll just put my scissors and stuff somewhere else. So the skirt has a little panel of Velcro on the top right here, and the seller sends you the other side. So you just stick this to whatever surface you're applying it to, and then you can very easily put the skirt up and then take it down whenever you need to also. So let's see what it looks like. I did have them painted originally, but I got kind of tired of it, so I flipped them around. TBH. They were like this, but I just got bored. It could look like that. That looks kind of cool, actually. Or it would go all the way up here. Just over here getting all stressed out over where I wanted to put the curtain, and then I realized, just like I said 2 minutes ago, because it's Velcro, I could take it down and move it whenever I want to, so it's really not that serious at all. So I do think I'm going to put it below the drawers so that I could still use the drawers, and it also, I think it makes it a little more funky and interesting. And then I need to temporarily hem the bottom because it's going to be a little bit too long. But I don't want to cut it, because if I decide to move it, I don't want to lose it. So I'll use some double-sided tape, maybe? I know this isn't a long-term solution, but if you've watched literally any of my vlogs, you know this might not stay there for very long. I change my mind a lot. So I'm just going to do it like this for now, and if I need to come up with a longer-term solution, I will cross that bridge when I get there. Kind of just want to see what it looks like and like live with it for a few days and then take it from there. Someone left a comment on one of my recent vlogs about how when you live in a New York City apartment, the only way to see the best place for something to go is to live with it for a little while, and it really doesn't matter aesthetically how it looks if it's not livable, because everything kind of needs to be functional when you live in a smaller space. And I run into that problem a lot because I definitely want things to be and like really cool looking and different, but sometimes things need to be functional. And I do use those drawers a lot, as much as I would like to pretend that I could live without them. I open them multiple times a day, and that's where my scissors and my tape and all my pens and pencils live. And it's just very convenient for like the kitchen and for if I'm working on a project in the living room. So realistically, they must stay. I also think I'm not going to put it on in one strip because I don't really think it needs to. So maybe I'll just cut them into like 4-inch long things. Let's stick that on. Here's what the curtain looks like. I don't know why it looks so much more wrinkled than this one. Maybe I need to steam it again, or maybe it's because of the way I did the hem at the bottom, but I'm just gonna leave it for a little bit and see if it loosens up. But I do think it looks a lot neater. Is it perfect? Not sure, but it's better than the open shelves in my opinion, that were always just like so cluttered and messy. And now I can store more things down there, and it just looks colorful and fun and crazy. Now that that's done, I'm gonna end this vlog here. Thank you guys so much for following along. I feel like I did so many random things in this one. I can't even remember everything, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway, and I will see you next time. Goodbye. See you later.